Yeah.
Good morning. Salma here from Sudarshan Vidya Mandir CBSE BG campus for the live streaming of lessons for grade 9 with grade 10 portions. Every day you're going to have lessons in English, maths, science as well as social science. I think children, you had a good break of 5 days and we will start session, and that is why I'm here. We had started with polynomials, so let us first check on what we had done in polynomials. The division algorithm, where P of x represents polynomial in x, G of x represents the divisor, Q of x is quotient and R of x is remainder, and this is the division algorithm that we discussed, and we have taken up a number of problems based on the division algorithm. Another thing that you have to know quite well is that if a is a zero of a polynomial, x minus a is a factor, and if x minus a is a factor, then a will be the zero. Similarly, if minus a is a zero, x plus a is a factor. I hope you remember these things that we had done, because we require this in order to understand what we are going to take up for today's class. Now let us move on to the problems that we were solving. Children, if you remember, the last problem that we took up was when a polynomial is given and zeros of the polynomial are given. Using this, we found out the other zeros of the polynomial. First of all, what is a zero? A zero of a polynomial is the value of x when substituted in the polynomial gives you the result as 0. That is why it is called as 0 of the polynomial. Now I have taken up a question from exercise 2.4. We have a polynomial. It is a problem similar to the one we had solved. So we will discuss this problem before we move on to the other kind of questions. There is a polynomial given, x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 26x squared plus 138x minus 35. This is the polynomial. Two of its zeros are given. For this polynomial, there are two zeros that are given and you have been asked to find the remaining zeros. How many more zeros will this polynomial have? The order of the polynomial is 4. The total number of zeros that this polynomial can have is also 4. Out of 4, 2 are given to us. 2 more zeros are required to be found out. Okay. Now let us go systematically step by step and obtain the two other zeros of this polynomial. If 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3 are the zeros, okay, going by, if a is 0, x minus a is a factor, going with this. If 2 plus root 3 is a 0, what would be the corresponding factor? It is x minus 2 plus root 3. And if 2 minus root 3 is a 0, again going by this, a is a 0, x minus a is a factor. If 2 minus root 3 is a 0, x minus 2 minus root 3 is a factor. Please note that the minus sign is before this complete term 2 minus root 3. Hence, it is necessary for you to have a bracket here. Now, once we know the factors, once we know that these two are the factors of this expression, the product of the factor will also be a factor. For example, if I take the number 80, I have 2 and 5. I am talking about two factors. 2 and 5 are the factors of 80. 2 into 5 will also be a factor of 80. The product of the So now if I take product of these two factors, the product that I get after simplification will also be a factor of p of x. So let me fill up this. X minus 2 plus root 3. I am also simplifying as I am doing this, into x minus 2 plus root 3. Removing the bracket here, I am going to get x minus 2 plus root 3. Now the product of these two is also a factor of the given polynomial. Now let us see how we can simplify this. Can you observe here? The first term is same. The second term I am taking as root 3, that is also same. The difference here is only with regard to, I'm sorry, there is a sign that is not marked correctly here. It is minus root 3. So the difference is only with regard to this sign, minus and plus over here. This can be taken as A, this can be taken as B, A, B. A minus B into A plus B, the product you know is A squared minus B squared. So let us try to multiply this using the formula. X minus 2 the whole square minus root 3 square. A square minus B square. Root 3 square. This will give you x squared minus 4x plus 4 using the formula A minus B the whole square minus root 3 the whole square is 3. So you have x squared minus 4x minus plus 1. This is our product. Now we are saying that since these two are factors of p of x, the product will also be a factor of p of x. Which is our factor? Which is the product now? It is x squared minus 4x plus 1. The moment I establish that x squared minus 4x plus 1 is a factor of this, it means that it divides this expression completely and we get a quotient. Children, when you take up division of this with x squared minus 4x plus 1, you will get remainder 0. You need to solve this. Ensure that you have divided the given expression with x squared minus 4x plus 1. And because this is a factor, you will get the remainder as 0, and this is q of x, the quotient. The quotient is a factor of p of x. If you have an expression completely divisible, this is a factor, the quotient is also a factor. So what is the quotient here? The quotient is x squared minus 2x minus 35. I am not taking up division here because you have done enough problems on division. Make sure that after this session you have completely solved the question in order to get the quotient. The quotient is x squared minus 2x minus 35. Okay. Now this we are saying the quotient that we have obtained is also a factor of the given expression. Now if you observe the quotient x squared minus 2x minus 35, this is a polynomial that can be further factorized. Okay, you can use splitting the middle term method and factorize this particular expression. Let us see how that can be factorized. X squared minus 2x minus 35. If you take 35, the factors 7 and 5, minus 7 plus 5 will give you minus 2 and minus 7 into 5 will give you minus 35. So I will get, when I factorize this, I am going to get factors as x minus 7 into x plus 5. These are the factors of the given expression. Now once we get the factors, we have the factors now. Once you have the factors, you can derive the zeros from this. Go back to this. If x minus a is a factor, a is a 0. If x plus a is a factor, minus a is a 0. Now I have x minus 7. This is of the form x minus a. Okay, so if x minus a is a factor, a becomes the 0. 7 is a 0. The next factor that I have is of the form x plus a. This is of the form x plus a. If x plus a is a factor, then minus a is the 0. So 7 and minus 5 are the other zeros of this polynomial. I am just going to repeat the steps once again. We have two zeros. Because this is a polynomial of fourth order, two more zeros can be obtained. Using the zeros given, obtain the factors. The product of the factors is also a factor of the given expression. Divide in order to get the quotient, which is a factor of the given expression. Factorize the quotient that you have obtained to get simpler factors and use these factors to obtain the zeros. 7 and minus 5 are the other two zeros of the given expression. Children, I hope you have understood this. Ensure that you have solved the problem with all the steps in a systematic manner. Now with this, let us move on to another question. This is question 4 of exercise 2.3, an exercise that we were doing in the class earlier. This is a problem that requires us to find out g of x, the divisor. Okay, we have p of x given, x cube minus 3x squared plus x plus 2. The polynomial is given to us, the quotient is given to us, the remainder is also given, and we need to find out the divisor. What do we do with this? Now we have p of x, q of x, r of x and g of x related by the division algorithm. So first write the division algorithm after you have mentioned what is given and what is required to be found out. And here substitute the expressions that are given. In place of p of x, I am substituting. G of x is what is required to be found out. Q of x value is given as x minus 2. Ensure that these two are together because you need to find the product of this. Plus r of x, which is the remainder, is also given to us. Now we have to transport terms and do the required operations in order to find out g of x. First of all, by board mass, we will take what is added here and transpose it to the other side. So minus 2x will become plus 2x and plus 4 will become minus 4. And on right hand side I have g of x into x minus 2. Now in order to find out g of x, we need to transpose this term x minus 2. X minus 2 needs to be transposed to the left hand side in order to find g of x. This is multiplied. So when I take it to the other side, what do you think will happen to x minus 2? Where should it be placed? Because it is multiplied, when you transpose, it should go to the denominator on the left hand side. So we have whatever expression p of x is given divided by x minus 2. If you do that, you are going to get g of x. It's a simple division that you have to take after simplifying these terms. You will simplify the like terms here then take the expression that is obtained, divide by x minus 2 to obtain g of x. And that is how we get the divisor g of x. That's all, children, for today. We will connect again tomorrow and continue with polynomials. Make sure that you have solved the problem from exercise 2.4, which is similar to the problem that we had taken in the class, and also this question which uses division algorithm in its solution. Ensure that you have solved both the problems. We will, as I said, we will connect again, and you have 3 more sessions with 3 other subjects after 10 minutes break between each of the subjects. Okay? Take care, stay healthy, drink lot of water and stay safe. Thank you.